Hello everyone, good afternoon to all. Welcome to my today's class. Dear students and dear viewers, I am standing here to work as a facilitator. I would like to share my own thinking and thoughts which is helpful for you. And my today's class is for class 9-10 and that is English second paper. Dear viewers, before starting the session, let me introduce myself. I am Anwar Hussain, assistant teacher in English, Jointapur Government High School, Jointapur, Sylhet. So here is my profile, teacher's identity. And our today's topic is completing sentences, and that is part 2. All right. And after studying the lesson, you will be able to know, that is our learning outcomes. What is this? You will be able to know, identify the completing sentences. I mean, you know what, you will understand what is completing sentences, and you can complete the incomplete sentences. That is very important. And then you can write the sentences correctly. So that is our outcome from our today's lesson. Okay, so let's start. All right, dear students, the first of all, there is let alone. Let alone, what does it mean? It doesn't mean cannot think or imagine. Let alone. We use this to mean that we cannot think or imagine. Have a look, dear examples for you. The farmers cannot buy a shirt. The farmer cannot buy a shirt. Let alone a car. So, do you understand? যে জায়গায় সে একটা শার্ট কিনতে পারে না, সেই জায়গায় সে একটা কার কিভাবে চিন্তা করবে, কিভাবে সে কার চিন্তা করা যায়, কার কেনার কথাবার্তা, বুঝতে পারছো নিশ্চয়ই? অলরাইট, নেক্সট, she cannot walk 3 kilometers, let alone 10 kilometers. Have a look. She cannot walk 3 kilometers. So how can we think that she will walk 10 kilometers? So if you find this word, then you will add another word which is suitable. So this is the way to complete using let alone. All right. Next, there is relative pronoun. Dear students, try to understand what is relative pronoun. You will see who, which, that. We use it at the middle of the sentences. So have a look. I saw the man who was sleeping. So who is our relative pronoun? So we use who to indicate a person. All right. And we use that or which for indicate things or animals. So this is the house that or which he wants to buy. So this is the house. Therefore that we use that or which, because this is a thing, house. And when we indicate person, then we will use who. Okay, next. The boy whom you met yesterday was my brother. So there is also, we use object form. Whom is the object form of who. That is why we use whom. The boy whom you met yesterday was my brother. So when you find relative pronoun, you will try to complete it in this way. All right. Next, we have another rule, that is the place where. We know the place. The place is related with where. So that is the way. If I say Sylhet is the place where tea grows. Have a look. Sylhet is the place. Then we have to bring where. Then you have to complete it according to tense. And you have to keep it in the same tense. So this is the place where I was born. You know, this is the place where I was born. There again you have to bring where. Next, the time when. Dear students, the time is related with when. So that is examples. 10 a.m. is the time when our class starts. Have a look. 10 a.m. is the time. I mean present tense. Then we use when and our class starts. Now you need another clause. I mean another sentence. Our class starts. All right. So 1917 is the year when Bangladesh got its independence. Have a look. When we indicate 1971, then we have to bring when, and then you have to put another sentence which is related. All right. Next, now this is very important for you to understand conditional sentences. Using conditional sentenences, you have to complete the incomplete sentences. So what are the first one? If plus present indefinite and then future indefinite. Okay. So if it rains, have a look, that is present indefinite. If it rains and then we shall not go out, that is in future indefinite. I think you understand. Alright. Number 2, if plus past simple and past conditional. Alright. So if the one part is past indefinite, then the next part should be past conditional. So what is past conditional? I will show that on the, I will show you on the bracket, that is subject plus would, could, might, and then B1. B1 means what? Base form of the verb. Alright. So if the wanted, that is in past indefinite, have a look, past indefinite, and then we would have them. So you have to take would, could, or might, anything, and then you have to put the base form of the verb. So that is the way to complete it. Next, if plus past perfect, then perfect conditional. So what is perfect conditional? You will see that is in the bracket, subject, would, could, might, and then have, and B3. B3 means what? Past participle form of the verb. Alright. So if they had wanted, have a look, that is past perfect, there is had and then verb, then past participle. We would have helped. We would have, could have, might have, and then past participle form of the verb. That is condition, based on condition. Had, you, dear students, you will find some sentences starts with had. It also indicates if. That is conditional sentence. So if starts with had and then subject and then B3 and then perfect conditional. So have a look. Had I been a leader, I would have helped the poor. Had I been a leader. Okay. Or had I seen him earlier. Had I seen him. That is conditional sentence. So I would have told him the news. So that part is perfect conditional. Dear students, one thing you have to keep in mind, that is sometimes you have to complete the first part like this, or sometimes you have to complete the latter part. Have a look. So you have to do it basing on the structure. All right? Okay. Let's see. There is another rule, that would you mind. We use would you mind for what? To ask something, to know something very politely. That is very much formal. So have a look. Would you mind opening the door? Would you mind opening the door when you're going to say something or ask someone very much politely? We use that structure, that is would you mind. And would you mind having a cup of tea? Have a look. Would you mind? Apni ki ek cup cha khete ki keu mind korbe na? That is we ask something, say something very politely. That is formal, very much formal. And one thing you have to remember, that is after would you mind, you have to add ing at the end of the verb. That is opening. Have a look. Opening the door. And would you mind having a cup of tea? Having. Okay. Next. It is time, or it is high time. We use that when something that is very important that we should do, but we forget somehow. Now we have to do it. So for that we use that structure. It is time, you can say it is time to play, that is okay. It's time to read, that's correct. But whenever you use it is high time, and if you find there is subject, then you have to take past form of the verb. Have you remember? You have to take past form of the verb. It is high time you gave up smoking, and it is high time we changed our food habits. So it is high time, there is subject, and you have to take a verb, and the verb should be past form. Dear students, there is a homework for you. The complete sentence that I talked with you in my first part, and that is the second part also. So, and basing on that rules, you will complete these sentences. And this is for homework for you, and you will practice at home. Okay? I think you understand. And thank you so much. Stay home. Stay safe.